This is Craftlings. It's a colony sim management style game where you have to guide these hapless little creatures to glory. Anyway, I'm Orbital Potato. Let's jump on in, shall we? Now, as we do jump on in here, I should point out that this video has been sponsored by the publishers Raw Fury, so thank you very much for sponsoring the video. You can check out link to the game down in the description below. The demo is now live for Steam Next Fest, so go and drop it a wish list. Now, as we jump on in here, we can see that we have we have an objective, and that objective is to dislodge that evil octopus. It actually looks like quite a friendly octopus, but you know, I've got some instructions. I need to defeat the octopus. That is what we are going to do. And thankfully, we have got a bunch of colorful characters that are going to be helping us do just that. We got a portal over here, which is where these creatures, the Craftlings, spawn on in, which is kind of cool. Now, we cannot control these creatures directly. They are just going to wander around, and rather like lemmings, they're gonna keep on wandering until they find some sort of resistance. They can jump up like simple single blocks, but they can jump up no more than that, so they're not able to access that area. However, with this little contingent, we're hopefully going to be building up and managing a little bit of a colony. We've got a button up here, which is going to allow me to hopefully place down the most important building of all, and that is the town hall. I'm going to choose to build the town hall fully in the rightmost position down in the bottom area. We're also going to drop one of the 15 bags of tools that we've got kicking around, and that is hopefully going to be picked up by one of the Craftlings, and they're going to take we can click them to turn them around, that's fine. They're going to take that, and they're going to hopefully build up the town hall, which is exactly what we want to see happen. It is going to use up one of our hammers, but that is, as far as I'm concerned, that's absolutely fine with me. Now, we have got a level 1 town hall. What does that mean? It means that we've unlocked some buildings: the sapling farm, the lumberjack's hut, the house, level 0. We've also unlocked some consumables: the dynamite, the crate, and the stopper, as well as a couple of different resources there, which is very nice. We're going to nab ourselves 10 dynamites. Dynamite is recharged automatically, so you can see that it is, thank you very much, you can see that it is recharging over time, which is pretty darned good. And we can actually destroy stuff with it if we want to. Destroy crates with the dynamite? Sure, we'll destroy that one. And we can now use those crates that we have destroyed, and we can place them into the world as we so wish. I'm not going to place any more in, because quite frankly, I don't need to. But either way, it's looking pretty darned good. Alright, you might also notice that there are a couple of missions up at the top here. Build a lumberjack's hut, build 2 houses. That's fine. We will immediately get started on all of that. We've also unlocked the stopper, which I can purchase for a coin. We've got coins up in the top left. Very important. Coins are going to be super useful. This stopper we can place down, and it will basically just block, or we can toggle it on and off, but it'll basically just block the progress of my craftlings, which is quite nice, and that's also going to enable me to cash a few more coin checks, which I'm very interested in doing. Now, lumberjack hut, I'm going to put right over here. I'm also going to need to throw in a brag of tools into the world. We'll turn you around as well manually. I'm then going to queue up 2 houses for construction. Beautiful. Let's get that sorted. And now we can start to see some of the interesting sort of like colony management aspects come to the fore. The way that resources work in this game, if we have a little look at the lumberjack's hut, for example, it is going to, thank you, it's going to require a coin in order to generate an axe. So as long as I have this building turned on, which I currently do, I can turn it off by locking it, but as long as we have it turned on, it will spit out an axe, it will take in a coin, as it just did there, it will be picked up by the nearest craftling, and then they will take whatever the tool is to the appropriate, there we go, the appropriate destination, in this case, very clearly, a tree, and then that will use up the axe, and then they will pick up the wood. We can also knock the wood out of them if we want to by using this big old fist. I mean, it's not something that I particularly want to get into the habit of doing. Ideally, I want them to sort of pick up the wood and deliver it to these locations that you can see floating above all the different buildings. But you get the picture. The picture is we produce the resources. There we go. Boom. It works. We take the resources to where they need to go, and then we're able to build them. Brilliant. Okay, let's get the houses fully stocked, and in fact, there we go. We're going to drop some tools right over here because we actually need to finish the house with a hammer. Thank you very much. I will yoink that floating barrel in the sea, which gives me a few more coins. There's also a building over here, which I think is the siege workshop. So we need to get some stone up there in order to presumably do some damage to that octopus. So that is the long-term objective. House is built. Boom, we get 4 coins. Very nice. Increasing. Very, very cool. Now, the house will allow me to hopefully increase, there we go, increase the number of craftlings that I have. Let's turn you around. We were at 5. We are now at 7, and presumably we are going to go just a little bit higher as soon as we finish off that house. We are also using some of our wood to upgrade. Oh, there we go. 2 more craftlings just spawned. Beautiful. They spawn out of this portal. Very, very nice. The wood is now going to be going towards the town hall, which is grand. No, keep it coming, keep it coming. And this is going to allow us to level up the town hall, get access to more buildings and the like, which is very, very handy indeed. I think we should have plenty of wood over here. We may need to go up to this area, but we're okay for now. We got plenty of dynamite to start the process of destroying these crates properly. We do need to excavate terrain with dynamite in order to yoink an additional coin. I guess I'll do that right now. Build a sapling farm. I can do that and have yet to do it, so I might as well. Let's build it here. Throw down a tool. Fantastic. We need 1 more bit of wood. Let's turn you around. You can manually head back. I'll speed things up. That is looking good. Sapling farm. Let's have a little look-see. Oh, well, there we go. Town hall level 2 has been reached. We've got a market and a mining shed. We've also got a turn sign, area sign, wooden ladder, and a cargo lift. These are consumables, much like the stopper. We can use coins in order to purchase them. That is pretty good. Yep, we can turn off buildings. I've already talked about that. 7 axes. Okay, that's cool. So that's a consumable axe. It's not an axe that is generated at the lumberjack's hut. It is an axe that we can place down anywhere. Green triangle above the building indicates which resources can be picked up. Cool. All right. Grand. Very, very grand. It's just that simple. It's just that simple. We have now got sapling generation. This is perfect. Okay, so what is next on the agenda? We need to build a mining shed. We've also got that market as well. The market provides a settlement with coins. You can sell excess goods here. I am interested in doing that. A mining shed. It only offers a tool at a time. New pickaxe will be crafted. So, required for crafting. It's going to require wood and a coin. Right. I do want to build something here, but I feel like building this here is a bad idea because this is sapling. This is prime sapling planting spot. So what I think we're going to finally do is excavate over here. And actually, let's just start the process of clearing this area up. We're going to need to anyway. We'll build a mining shed right over here. That actually seems pretty well planned. However, I have given myself a slight problem. I'm going to just demonstrate. I'm going to try and turn everybody around. That's fine. You can destroy that tree. Just going to demonstrate exactly what happens if you're not super, super attentive to these individuals. They will hurl themselves right off the edge of the world. So, I don't want to put that there. Let's put this here. Sure. Good. Yeah, let's let you through. Turn around. Turn around. Turn around. We don't need to lose anyone else. It's fine. Good. All right. Tools. Build the thing. Turn you around. Up. Go and build this. Fantastic. Of course, the stopper was activated, and the stopper stops at both sides, and you can never be too careful. 5 more dynamite for completing the... Oh, for goodness sake, we can't turn him around on the ladder, so That's a little bit annoying. Okay, turn around. You know what? On you go. Just I'll just spawn in a new one. A new smarter one this time, hopefully. Okay, we got the mining shed up and running. That's good. Destroy trees with dynamite. That's fine. Who's gonna get the pickaxe, I wonder? Okay. Drop off wood, get pickaxe. Fantastic. Right. Destroy the trees with dynamite. Mine stone. Stone is over here. That is fine. Probably worth us dynamiting a few different bits and bobs just to make sure that we have got access to this stone down here. And in fact, let's do that right now. Okay, so you've got a pickaxe. Turn you around. You can head up over here. I do know that in order to get up to this area, we're going to have to build a ladder. We're going to have to do something, right? But the good news is that we are at least building a little bit of stone. What on earth am I going to do with this stone? I have absolutely no idea. I don't think that we can upgrade the town hall any further. So yeah, we're just going to have a few craftlings hold the stone at least for now. You've got a sapling. Please don't plant the sapling here. Thank goodness. That is good. That would have been very, very problematic if we didn't. Right. Dynamite-wise, I mean, we could always just build a ladder. We could always just build a ladder up and around. I mean, with our area sign, restricts an area for the specified type of craftling. Yeah, I mean, let's see if we can try and bang that in. I mean, maybe here, right? We want pickaxe? Yeah, we want pickaxe. I don't know. I think they might just jump over it though. Yeah, that's a bit of a problem. We need to be a little bit more careful about where we end up putting it. However, what we can do is we can start the process of dynamiting this area. Right. Good. We're gonna build a ladder here. Amazing. Oh, we're able to build through wood. That's nice. So, what about a turn sign? You can set a filter on it or change the direction by interacting. And a cargo lift. Oh, I'm interested in a cargo lift. That is pretty cool. So nobody's going up quite yet. That's fine. Not necessarily a problem. What else do I need to do? Oh yeah, I need to get a market. I haven't got a market down yet. Should we build a market over here? That would be a grand old idea. And in fact, we got plenty of space. And it's good for our stone and it's good for our wood. Everybody's kind of holding something at the moment, so it's a little bit busy. But that's okay. Let's get this market built, shall we? And with that, the market is mostly completed. I'll take a few coins for completing that. Brilliant. Okay, fantastic. Even better. We just throw in all of our excess resources. Stone, wood planks, bone, iron ore, and stone sculptures is going to give us a whole bunch of cash, which is really nice. Okay, next thing that we need to do is we need to sort out this situation over here. This situation is a little bit of a mess. Because people are now no longer holding onto resources, it means that they're just throwing themselves off over here, which is a little bit less than ideal. So what we're going to do is we're going to start the process of destroying... I mean, I need to destroy a few more trees. But honestly, I mean, with just that sort of setup, that gets us most of the way across here. Is there anything else that I can/want to do? Yeah, I want to destroy you. Wrong button. That's fine. Okay, now we have at least got a very rudimentary walkway between all of the different places that we need to go. We're still generating a ton of stone. I think now is the time. Now is the time that we look at getting... this set up. How on earth do we do this? A cargo lift always stops on the ground or by a storage box and can automatically unload things into the building. Okay. So it would work over here. That's fine. It's just a little bit problematic. It would also work in this area here. The problem is that I'm not generating enough dynamite really right now to get the generation going in a really sort of satisfactory way. I'm not happy about the fact that everybody just seems to be throwing themselves off the edge here. This is no bueno, and it's just taking a long time for everybody to throw themselves off the edge. So that's not exactly ideal. You are coming down this way. That's fine. Yeah, we should probably set up a sign, but I've not really left myself a huge amount of space here, have I? But the good news is that we're still generating exactly what we need to be generating. And whilst I am... There we go, waiting for that. I think I still need to get... Yeah, I still need to get another dynamite. Another dynamite here is going to be perfect. It's going to allow us to have a transport elevator, cargo lift thing all the way up. And that will suit us just fine, I think. Brilliant. We want to be moving stone. Brilliant. This is perfect. It can pass through dirt, stones, etc. This is amazing. Okay. Oh, wow. It is a very, very manual lift, isn't it? Okay. That's good, though. I'll tell you why that's good. It means that we can, reposition this useless sign and put this sign over here, and we can say we only want stone to pass through, and that will allow us to have the occasional person walk up here, pick up the stone if it's available, which it should be on this occasion, and then they should be able to only pass this sign if they've got stone. Look at that. It works like an absolute dream. You're able to pass right through, and you should be able to just head straight on over to the Siege Workshop. It's a little bit annoying because we don't have another block in there. And in fact, maybe I can use a little bit of dynamite to just make that area just a little bit easier. But you should be turned away. Amazing. You absolutely are. And the process of building the Siege Workshop has begun. Fantastic. Okay. This is good. It's coming together. And as soon as we get all of the wood... Let's turn that off, actually. Yeah, turn that off for now, because the wood is rather needed in the mining shed. This is great. This is looking really good. All right, let's bump this into 3 times speed. And let's get this Siege Workshop done. And here it comes. Our last bit of stone in order to build the Siege Workshop. Excellent. Okay, so we require 5 coins in order to make this happen. So here's what we're gonna do. We're not gonna supply any stone. In fact, I want to destroy this ladder and destroy that as well. We're only going to supply the stone to... In fact, the stone / everything else. Supply that to the market over here. I'm also going to destroy this tree... Yeah, this tree, and that box, because I want to block this area off. There's pretty much no reason that we should allow access to this area. We need a highly concentrated operation here. This is what we're after. There's a sapling spot over there. That's fine. We're okay with that. Are there any... There we go. Some barrels in the ocean that will allow us to get the job done. These bits of stone should be delivered over here, I hope. Let's transition to stone so that we can get a slightly more reliable source of income, which is good. And now we can start taking pot shots at the octopus. Amazing. Okay, I mean, a little bit of an aim improvement definitely needed. But not bad. Not bad for a first volley, if I do indeed say so myself. That's not too shabby. All right, second salvo is about to begin. Let's have a little look. Okay, the aim clearly has not improved at all since the last time. But that was a big spear right in his noggin, right in his head over there. So I mean, can we? I tried punching him. I tried punching him to no avail. Okay, third salvo. Let's go get the job done. How many more spears can he take? Or javelins? Clearly a couple. Wow, this guy's a beefcake. This is the last one for sure. He only has 1 more HP. Honestly, I feel like my accuracy was the issue rather than the HP of the octopus there. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. The octopus has disappeared into the depths. Our path is now clear to continue the journey. Fantastic. Okay, so we did that. We defeated the octopus. Let's see if we can try and help the wizard along their journey, I suppose. The Craftlings finally reached new land only to discover that there are more threats in this mystic world. Oh, fantastic. Look at this. This is glorious. This is absolutely phenomenal. Change game speed? Well, we can do that. That's an easy coin. Easiest coin of my life. Okay. Where are we going to place the town hall? Is going to be around here. Let's place it to the very rightmost position. Excellent. Upgrade the town hall to level 3, place 2 vegetable beds, and place a mana cauldron on the map. Now, it seems like we are naturally sort of like hemmed in this area, which is absolutely fine with me. We only start with like 7, 8 hammers. So yeah, we can only at the moment walk between here and here, which is grand because that's at least going to allow me to get a base of operations up and running before we do anything else. Sapling farm, lumberjack's hut, etc. Yep, I'm going to get that all done. Oh, we can also walk down here. That's fine. I'm okay with that. Yeah. Ooh, something interesting over here. Anyway, let me get the basics set up, and let's see where that takes us. Okay, basics very much established here. We got the town hall, obviously. We got a lumberjack's hut. We got another lumberjack's hut down here, which maybe is a bit overkill because we've got 2 people running around with axes now. That's okay. Sapling farm over here, and then a ladder, which is mostly a bit of a distraction, to be honest. It's not actually super useful for me, and I'm thinking that I might change it in just a little bit. But what I would like to do, down here anyway, is clear up a little bit of space. Yeah. Something like that. Let's clear up a little bit of space. We'll start the process of building a mining shed down here. It's going to require a little bit of wood. Yeah, a little bit of an annoyance in the sense that we now need extra resources down here, which might entice me into building a new lumberjack's hut, to be honest, somewhere here, just so that we can get this sort of semi-consistently built. I did build the sapling. Here we go, get that built, turn you around. There we go, pick that up, and then you'll bounce back, and then hopefully you'll be able to build exactly what I want you to build. Yeah, I mean, maybe gone a little bit overboard on the old lumberjacks huts, but that's fine. That will allow us to get the job done, I hope. I'll keep you down here at least for now, so that we can have you operating around here. And then when you are ready, which will be any second now, we should, there we go, we should be able to at least start the process of getting this mining hut up and running. Very good. Yeah, we got loads of stuff down here. This is not good. Let's get a market over here, maybe? Sure, market over there. We got loads of dynamite. Clean that up. 2 stone, 2... what is that? 2 wood. 2 stone, 2 wood. Fine. Let's also get a transport thing. Yeah, get that in there. Transport stone up. Brilliant. This is looking a little bit more respectable now. Hopefully this should all come good. Hopefully this should all come good. I hope. I really hope it does. All right, good news. We have an operational setup here, which is good. I think that I would like to do a little bit of rearranging, though. I need to trash this. That's going to give me a hammer back. And then from there, honestly, I need to get a sapling farm down here. It's basically just something that we have to do because we're going to need wood generation in order to build these pickaxes, which is why I initially built it down there. I mean, I built this sapling farm up here with the best of intentions, but it's just not really ended up working out. Either way, stone is now making it up to the top, which is glorious. That's going to allow us to get the town hall upgraded to the top level, to level 3, which is good. And then from there, we'll be able to get this market built, both of which I'm very interested. Presumably, that's going to be able to allow us to build the vegetable bed and the mana cauldron, which will all help us out greatly, I would imagine. All right, last piece for the town hall is going in. Brilliant. What's that unlocked? Workers outpost, kitchen, lumber mill, training spot, cargo balloon, mana cauldron, vegetable bed, parachute, soap bubble, mana blessing, and a whole bunch of other stuff as well. I'm realizing now in hindsight, I didn't necessarily need to get this all set up. I could have just used the pickaxe tool. I mean, I would still need to get the lift, the cargo lift here, but I kind of like this. This is a sort of permanent setup. Right, we got 3 vegetable beds as a victory. as a victory reward. Carrots can be planted right away while grapes require more. I mean, maybe put them down over here? Plants, carrots, and then grapes? Sure. Sure, let's rock and roll with that. Right, a mana cauldron on the map. What does a mana cauldron cost? You can convert any surplus ingredients into food, and food into mana. The trickier the food is to create, the greater the amount of mana. Okay, so it would make perfect sense. What the heck do you need? I'm not sure what that is. Oh, that's, that requires the grapes to be planted. Ooh. Parachute, soap bubble, and mana blessing. Fine. So cauldron needs to go here. So after we've harvested the food, that's where it's going to go. This is all looking good. We're going to get the stone set up. Oh, in order to upgrade the houses. Nice. That's going to increase the number of craftlings that I have even further. You know what? There's no reason that I can't bang down a few more houses. I mean, I have workers just wandering around with a little bit of wood that's just chilling there. Let's bang in a few more houses. What the heck? Let's do it. This is working like a great little production line. I mean, I don't really have any money coming in yet, but that's because we've not actually reached the market. But that's okay. Okay, so here's what I need. Workers Outpost is going to allow me to make hammers. I'm desperate for hammers. I mean, I can't even build this last flippin' house over here. I mean, that's how big of a problem it is. And in fact, I'm going to convert you to carrots because, quite simply, I would like to get a workers outpost. Now, in order to craft a hammer, we need to get some stew or whatever the heck it is. It's it's some soup, vegetable soup. So we're going to need to get a kitchen in there, which is fine. Oh man, we have a shortage of buildings. We have a shortage of buildings, and maybe by a shortage of buildings, I mean we have a shortage of hammers. That's the real problem that we have. So after the kitchen, we then get a workers outpost. The workers outpost goes right here. That's fine. We can at least start the process of getting all of this assembled. We got a little bit of wood that is only being produced down here. We can swap that over. After I have moved all of the stone up, we can start moving the wood up. I am going to preemptively destroy you and destroy you. Yes, I realize that's probably going to make a couple of people unhappy, and by unhappy, I mean, you know, dead, notionally. But let's punch the carrots out of you, because we'll have plenty of carrots in the future. What I need now is this to be working on wood logs. Let's get the logs moved up. Let's get cracking over here. And actually, I think we can ditch this. We can ditch this this building. Yeah, absolutely no reason that it needs to exist anymore. But yeah, keep it all coming. We'll get the market built there. Do I want to build the market? I kind of don't want to build the market, actually. I think I'd prefer to build the other buildings before we build the market. So yeah, lock that, and then get all of the additional resources needed to complete all of this stuff over here. Great, we can do that. Okay, the kitchen is built. That means that we can now at least start the process of making vegetable soup. Does vegetable soup require any money to make? No, which is very good because I don't have any money. I have no money at all. I am completely bereft of cash, which is fine. It's fine. I mean, it's not ideal, but it's fine. We'll at least clear up all of these people that are just wandering around with carrots in them. That's fine, at least. A little bit more wood, a little bit more stone, and we'll get this outpost built. That's going to give me an unlimited number of hammers, theoretically. And I turn this into that. Brilliant. Get that yoinked up to the top. Phenomenal. Ah, this is going to work great. This is going to work absolutely fantastic. I also unlocked a cauldron for completing the kitchen. Where should I put that? I'm thinking here. A vegetable soup is not a bad one, actually. Yeah, let's do vegetable soup. Heck yeah. I mean, instead of having people wander around with vegetable soup, let's just do it. This is looking great. I mean, not perfect positioning, but we can always change it if we need to. Right. Put that in there. You're going to keep walking. Let's also allow that to get built now, which is great. We should have more stone coming upstairs, which is phenomenal. I will yoink that because I am literally completely out of cash, so we could really do with it. But the great news is that now I get 10 dynamite for nothing. I've got 63 dynamite. That is a large amount of money. Now the workers' outpost can start producing hammers. How great is that? That is pretty great. However, you are going to need to keep walking back and forth because I do not want to waste the opportunity to build a hammer. In fact, I really would like your soup to go into here. That is what I would like. I would like that greatly. Okay, and we've got the cash, which is phenomenal. Okay, great. Great. Let's get you to make that. Let's finally start generating a little bit of money from at least just a little bit of residual stone, which is perfect. Okay, we'll start throwing the carrots in here. That's great. The occasional bit of carrot will allow us to make hammers, which is fantastic. This is good. Right, use a parachute spell on a craftling. Use a soap bubble spell on a craftling. Let's use the soap bubble. Sure. Okay, so that's going to move you up to here. Can't punch you. That's fine. Mana Blessing, increase hit accuracy. Cool. And then the parachute presumably is going to, yeah, allow you to fall with a bit of grace. Now, how do we defeat these skeletons? I think we need to get ourselves a training spot. So training spot is going to require... Wow, okay, it's going to require more vegetables. I'll tell you what, let's put the training spot over there. Let's also see if we can try and get some houses down here. Lumber mill is going to be required for the planting of grapes, which is good for cauldrons. You've now got a hammer, which is fantastic. Keep on bringing in the cheddar. This is good. We need a little bit of wood. The wood can be moved upstairs relatively easily by using a log thingy there. And in fact, if I was to get another lift and make this stone, that would be both. That would be all of the resources that we actually need. So as long as we continue to get a couple of people coming downstairs, which I'm thinking is going to be just fine, we should be great. I'm going to turn this cauldron off because I would like to deprioritize it at least until we get a few more hammers, just to be on the safe side. But I'm feeling better. The skeleton, however, might cause me some problems. All right, good news. The training spot is now built. This feels like a really efficient operation here. Right, we need to defeat a skeleton. This is gonna be a problem. You can produce a pitchfork for peasants in the training spot so that they have basic fighting abilities. And in fact, what I think I want to do is I want to grab like 2 more of these. That may be bankrupts me, but that's okay. Oh, there's a little bit more cash to collect there. I will leave this cauldron open so that we can start caching some of the vegetable soup checks that are walking around quite nicely. Let's put a pitchfork over here in anticipation that somebody's eventually going to find it useful. And then let's maybe see if we can try and use this bubble spell. I mean, is this going to allow me to lift people up through... It might allow me to lift people up through the... Yes. Yes. Ah! Okay. That was pretty good, honestly, all things considered. Let's get you lined up, and let's just get you up here. Phenomenal. And then we're going to maybe buff you as well with this Mana Blessing thing, which is going to allow us to increase hit accuracy by 15%. Amazing. Another training spot, peasant pitchfork thing is built. Beautiful. Okay. Okay. Saved the bacon there. Okay. Increase the accuracy. Boom. Go to town. Hit chance of 25%. That doesn't feel overly high. Hey, we did it. We actually legitimately did it. Okay. That's good. So you give bones and then you give stones. Nice. Well, we did it. That's fantastic. Right, what's up here? The wizard tower required for crafting. Wizards automatically cast spells at the start of a battle. Okay, mana shield and mana blessing. So it seems like we can alter what's happening. Now, we need to defeat all of the skeletons here, which I think is maybe a little bit out with my my pay grade. I want to go in and get this sword, though. I want to go in and get this sword. We can absolutely do this, right? I mean, I need to destroy this. I've given you dynamite. That is not what I wanted to do. Okay, you you exploded because I... There we go. Okay. Take that, pick up the pitchfork, and that will enable swords, I suppose? I think it's too late for us to bless this person. We may fail. We did not fail. We absolutely did it. Okay, so what do we need bones for? Do bones... bones will not upgrade these houses. Nor the town hall. Lumber mill, what's good? What's good with bones? Anything good with bones? It might be the cauldron? Yeah, not sure what we use bones for, but hey, look, we've got him. I mean, this is looking brilliant. I'm really happy with how this whole operation is looking, to be brutally honest with you. Let's throw a bubble on to you. Turn you around. Throw a bubble like here. There we go. I think you're gonna float up perfectly, which is amazing. Yeah, don't know what. Oh, maybe no. I don't know what the bones. I have no idea what the bones are for. No idea what the bones are for. That's fine though. We don't necessarily need to worry about it. Right. Oh my goodness! You turned into a knight. Okay, we did take a bit of a hit there, but oh, it's brutal. Absolutely brutal. Okay, yoink you. We still have a pitchfork. Kind of want to keep you up here, to be honest. Kind of want to keep you up here. Can I dynamite all this? Keep you in this vicinity. Yeah. That should be fine, right? Yeah, it's perfect. Turn you up there. Bang that over there. I mean, there's still more skeletons. Is that a live skeleton or is that just dead skeleton? That just might be dead skeleton, to be honest. Right. Give you an accuracy spell. Phenomenal. Yeah, it's always a risk. Always a risk when that happens. Honestly, I think we're going to leave it there. What a vibe. Absolutely very much enjoying myself. 4 skeletons left. 1, 2, 3, and then our friend over there. Didn't really touch the wizard tower, but hey, that's a pretty good run. I'm really happy with how my little empire, my little colony is looking. It's very nice. Anyway, go check out Craftlings, linked down in the description below. Thank you ever so much to Raw Fury for sponsoring this video. Oh, it's a good one. It's a good one. It's a good one. Definitely check it out if indeed you're interested. Thanks for watching, folks. I'll catch you next time.